Hi there, signs of Sagittarius. This is Kim here to give you a message today. These are your next 3-day messages. However, I'm going to pull a Celtic cross. We're going to use tarot, the Pult Tarot in specific by Todd Alcott, and we'll take reversals with this deck. I also have this Kipper-ish deck, and I was using it at the end for Leo and Aries, but I was thinking maybe before we pull the Celtic cross spread, we could just get a couple of those out so that we kind of know to look for them in the reading for what they represent. So, yeah, so I mean, really the only thing different this time, I still open up to your angels and your spirit guides, but is that we're using decks that have reversals in them, and we'll pull from the Kipperish deck. All right, let's get into this. Hope you guys are doing good. All right, so this is ready. Let's go ahead and pull from this to start off the Celtic cross. I'm just noticing the false narrative card that I just saw. The false narrative card is when somebody has been spreading some gossip or saying things that are not true. Spreading a lie or a rumor. We have thief. Unbothered. And manifestation. And awakening. So I don't know who this is, if this is a separate individual or if it goes in the storyline of there being a false narrative being spread. Something that we're awakening to. But, so we'll just put it here because that card can also, to me, that card can represent just in general deception or lying or sneakiness from someone. You are unbothered. That's good. I love to see unbothered energy for any of my signs. I want to see you unbothered no matter what. But we do have to figure out what is it to awaken to. And something that you are manifesting, okay, in a beautiful, powerful way. All right, let's see what it is. See what this is about. Wow. Oh, goodness. Okay. I say, oh, goodness, because the sun's in the reverse. You have a situation here with someone, and I'm wondering if it is that, if it's the person that's in the energy of the thief. I will get clarification because this obviously isn't going to be the only outcome here, but I would say that this reading for you, Sagittarius, it holds a little bit of a warning here because, okay, so let's just start here in the recent past. So we have the King of Wands, which is your sister sign, Leo energy, and it's good. It means that you're building something successful, or you're looking successful. You are successful here. 7 of Swords, 10 of Cups. I see. Let me just say, this reading's giving me it's making me stutter, this reading, because the energy, I want to tell you that your investment is going to pay off. You are going to manifest something really great here. Something that leads to your 10 of cups. But there is an energy that is trying to get some of that, okay? They're trying to get something from you. And it looks to me like finances. I mean, and that guy is holding a money bag. So I think that there is a really strong warning about your partners at this time, or the people that you are allowing to be in your energy as you build what you want. I don't think that I'm telling you anything that you're not already suspect of or suspicious of, because you have the High Priestess here, which is the card that represents how you're feeling. This is somebody very in tune, and you know the things that aren't said out loud. And you would even know about the sneaky behavior of someone in the background. And I definitely see somebody here that's very irresponsible, and they could lead you to a money loss. And that's why I'm needing to warn you about this person. They're showing up as the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse to me. And that's a combination of somebody that's very irresponsible, I feel like, with money, with finances. And there's this energy is actually in the environment somehow with you, because they're included in the Six of Pentacles, which is showing up in the reverse, which means that it's uneven. Somebody's taking more than the other person is giving. And I look at the person who's in the Seven of Pentacles as you, as being really wise with your choices, your decisions here, and what you invest your time and money into. And like I say, an outside energy that's wanting to come in and be a little bit irresponsible, maybe with even your money. So I would just be... because there's something that's being done not in the light of day, right? Sun in the reverse. There's something that's purposely being done that's like hidden here. And as a reader, it's my job to tell you that that's what I'm picking up on. So tell me about King of Wands here, past energy for Sagittarius. Nine of Cups. Woo! So what you're manifesting, and the Six of Swords, wow, to the Ten of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? You have things going for you right now, and there's somebody that notices it. They've noticed here in the past that you've really taken control, like asserted yourself, and you don't see obstacles or challenges. You just kind of mow them on down. Like you're the remover of obstacles here. You're manifesting your wishes granted. This means things are good for you, right? But I get the feeling like there was maybe somebody that you're wanting to move away from, or that you have moved away from, who's extremely jealous that you're creating a lot of wealth for yourself. Like this, I see this in your future here coming in, because it's what you're working on. This is togetherness. This is family. It's good energy. We just have to sort out this person. And they're saying, okay, I'm picking up that this is an ex for a lot of you all, that this is somebody who is a part of who you moved away from, or who you personally broke it off with. So I don't know if they're coming back to ask for money, if they're trying to get into your life somehow, or if they're even trying to mess with or have a false narrative regarding relationships in your life. Because I see that you have like solid ones, but somebody's trying to get in the way of these relationships you have, maybe even contracts or something. Every time this energy gets involved, there's an unbalancing of the scales that goes on. And it feels like there might be maybe even more than one person like conspiring, because they can see that because they can see that you're unbothered and that you are on this trajectory of you're creating your heaven on earth and your wealth too. And their mentality is just more irresponsible. And so they're probably not going to get there, but they could try to either mess up something for you, or they can try to get something that is yours. Tell me about Page of Cups here. So I would also, at this time, for sure, since it does have that Seven of Pentacles, is to take time when you're making a decision that has a big financial impact on you, or that will, because the Knight of Wands reverse as a challenge is also a message of, okay, now is not the time to rush into something, especially when it involves money here and other people, I think. Page of Cups is the start of something new. It's in the heart of the matter, so it's in your heart space. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Why? Why is Ace of Swords in the reverse? Nine of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. It's like a situation where we're needing some more information or clarity on how we best achieve financial independence for ourselves, self-reliance. There's we need to know what information or what secures the victory for me in this new start. So for this new start, it feels like there needs to be some sort of financial gift or money that comes in for you. And I think it is I think you do get it. I think it's the Ace of Pentacles. And then that lets you know, that's the information you needed to secure a victory. There could have been somebody that wanted you in a position of codependent on them, but yet they never come through for you. You know, I'm kind of picking up on that energy too. Or in some way, someone, and this is the energy that I feel like there's this plan to, or there was in the past, a plan to move on from. So let's see more about the High Priestess here with how we're feeling. Keeping something information to yourself. The things that people think you don't know. The things that people think you don't know. Also keeping something to yourself for sure. I feel like there is a really big victory here when it comes to your finances and your health, anything material, on the material realm, because you have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is honestly what somebody, and maybe more than one, is expecting, but they don't have to know the details or when. And so I feel like this money or this thing that's going to open up the pathway where you have a lot of good financial, comfortable stability is going to be kept a secret, because there's a rather dangerous energy around. And I sense that too. Ooh. Let's see. Let's get something on what all of this patience and investment is doing, because we can obviously see that it's going in a good direction for you. Oh, okay. So I'm looking at that Ten of Pentacles as I'm saying this. When is it gonna lead to that? Or when is that pathway gonna mature to where, okay, you have enough for yourself, but you have enough for your family too, and wealth, basically. And they're saying 6 to 9 months here as a timeline for you. I have Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius energy on the card. But so we were looking like around what, September, October, as being when the investment or the patience pays off. Okay, so that's, they're wanting to tell you that you have a for sure thing coming in here for you. And right now, the focus needs to be on the seed sown, not the harvest, right? As I say, focus more on the seed sown instead of the harvest, and focus, yeah, on your support system as of right now that you have. If you're somebody out there and you're like, I don't have that many blood family or support from family, then this is talking about our spirit support team that's always by your side, that never leaves your side, right? It's them. They are dependable. They are always with you. But it's saying that also, like the friends and the family or even clients that you get, they're going to be guided to you through soul family. So you're going to know intuitively, basically, like who you can trust, who you can't trust here. So let's take a look into, and I just want to point out, you definitely have some people you can trust. There's just this, there's this other energy. It's like a warning against this other energy. Tell me about what's in the environment or why it's not equal here when it comes to success and money. Wow, you guys. Whoa. Whoa. I have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, and then I have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Wow. So, it's a partnership, but the partnership is not even, it's not equal, it's not balanced. And there's something wanting to come in here. I think you have a divine counterpart that's coming in, and there's going to be a change of path coming up. There's going to be, I see this Justice here in the reverse as being like there's going to be a change of contracts, like change the contract, because something's coming in to even out. This is actually a good, like this would be a very good divine counterpart, somebody equally as brave and confident as you, very attractive people. And it looks like these energies might be moving together or might be coming together as something else is coming apart completely. It's like you took a soul contract and said, nope, you know what? I understand I'm a divine creator. I'm not happy with this. I'm not a victim. Therefore, I'm going to tear up your contract. And then you get something in that comes in. It's a much better. Tell me about Justice then in the reverse here. Justice in the reverse, this future energy. And I think this represents the changing of a contract. Yes, the ending of a contract. 10 of Wands. Something that, High Priestess again, something that you know. Something that you know you're already done with. Sometimes this is when we're just, we're at the end. You have so many completions here. It's like time to focus on what's going to relieve you of your burdens and not being in, I don't know, an unhappy marriage or an unhappy job where it's not reciprocal at all. And if anything, it's taxing or it's physical on you. This type of energy can wear you out, and it's not like you haven't tried here. Usually you've put in the best that you can, and that would represent the end, the completion of something that was really hard for you to carry for a long time, especially if somebody is making you carry the whole load, like in regards to money, finances, things like that. The hope or fear, I have Temperance in the reverse. It's just, that's why I said, I think you've tried. I think you've given something your best. This is a real earth angel peacemaker energy that simply can't make chemistry if the chemistry is not there anymore. So I'm reading that as that. 10 of Cups, beautiful. 10, you have 10s all over the place. 10, almost all of them. 10, 10, 10. So this completion, this relieving of your burdens, this something that you knew was coming. Well, you knew that universal law was going to jump in and help too eventually, right? So headache here is, it looks like it's being relieved. So this is where the high priestess in you is saying, I know what the underlying root problem is, or who it is, right? I know I'm getting to the root of the problem, and it's relieving you of your headache. That's why you're not bothered, because you know that you're on your way to manifesting what you want, regardless of whatever energies tried to get in the way or come in between what you deserve. So, 10 of Cups, heaven on earth. I don't think we really need to clarify that. That is your completion with emotional satisfaction, completion, happy home, happy family. Usually the finances are doing well too. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. See, this is that person that let you down, or that offer or opportunity that wasn't enough, or that never came through. I think that can be changed. I think in a quantum way that outcome there can be changed. Yeah. You just have, with the breaking up from whoever this is. Who is this? King of Pentacles in the reverse. It's talking about a person that is trying to, I feel like, come into your purse, or get into your purse, get into your finance, your wallet. This could be somebody who is like head of the family for a while, or the businessman, King of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. So something shady, something with the money. I don't know if that person was like stealing money, embezzling money, doing something corrupt to get their money, but it's a real heartache here. And I think that you moving on from that is what the, like, no more commitment or no more giving to that person. Somebody here really messed up a commitment. They were reckless and they messed up a commitment with you. Yep. Three of Swords reverse to clarify that. Three of Swords up there. And that means that your heart is definitely ready for a fresh new start. And so it's going to be the changing of a contract. I definitely see that. I don't really like this person, whoever this energy is, and it might be more than one. I have the King of Swords in the reverse too. These are people that, you know, a man or woman, they're just in a position of power and they don't really deserve to be in it, or they abuse it in some way. They abuse their power. They're saying things to manipulate. They're narcissistic. They're trying to get in your head because they're literally the headache. They're trying to get you in your head, and somebody wanted you to feel trapped or codependent on them for everything. But see, they didn't have what it... It's like I'm tapping into somebody who wants you to be codependent on them, but they can't even come through with what you're pulling through. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Oh gosh, so I see you changing this around for yourself. Self-aware, self-love, facing your issues, taking a self-assessment, and it says seeing clearly. Yeah, you have the High Priestess twice. You're seeing clearly. You are not, you're not being deceived. Or they could try, but they're not going to be able to deceive you. Symphony is harmony, synergy, co-create, assemble, lead, follow, organization, perform. And the youth card says mutable signs, which is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Breaking free, rebellious, trying things out, strong-willed. Sapphire with mental force, spiritual insight, hope and faith, wise judgment, power and strength, kindness, motivate, precious. You have holy divine favor. That is also why you would be in unbothered, right? Unbothered mode. Inventor, innovation, imagination. They're saying that you are a mastermind here. So you have something to create. And it is a fresh new start for you. Somebody's just going to be kind of upset with maybe their own reckless ways of why they're not going to be able to fit into that picture that you have of the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, right? Yeah, so that's what I've got for you all. Let's pull an angel number message. If you'd like a private reading, the information's in the description box below. Thank you all for helping me out with those private readings. Appreciate you. It helps keep this channel going. They are pre-recorded, and you put in the checkout section, the notes part, what you want to know from the reading. And let's get your angel number. I have 11, which is exactly what you are. But I also have 19, which is this King of Wands energy too, is what you are also. So 11 says you have a keen awareness of what's happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and a great supporter. I'm intuitive. 19, this is all you. Independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and work, and you aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve the life you desire. I am a pioneer. And that's what I have. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, Sagittarius. Bye.